It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Hawks and the 49ers, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple of years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and 7. Play action now. It's Geno. That's complete to lock it outright. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
I always love going down to the field in pregame, Mike, and just seeing how certain guys approach their pregame warm-ups and their routine leading up to kickoff. And I really liked what I saw out of him. He had a really interesting level of focus. He had all of his wide receivers around. He was getting them all involved, throwing the ball, getting on the same page, timing, rhythm in the passing game. They're hoping all these extra reps, not only leading up to this week in practice, but here on game day, if they can carry that over after the game starts, they're expecting to have a lot of success here, especially early.
Second down and 3. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still first down.
A run here with McCaffrey. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Kittle's able to secure the catch and bring up a fresh set of downs, and he was the only tight end in the entire league last year, Mike, to go over the 1,000-yard mark, and he only did it in 65 catches. Here's a guy that is an all-pro player year in and year out, and there's not a whole lot in this game that he can't do. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Again, it's McCaffrey. Wow! And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And he'll take it on in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, it's Shenault. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Gino. And And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. There he goes again. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, Smith. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll run with Walker. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Smith. And he's in. Laviska Shenault. Touchdown, Seattle.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will level things out at 7 apiece. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw, Purdy. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
The kick is good, so add one more, and it will take a first-half lead into the locker room.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
16 more yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still first down.
A run. And here's Mason. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Third down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
They call this the alley, so it's the area between the hash marks and the numbers, and depending on what defense they're in, there is a lot of space to be had down those seams. So if this defense doesn't make a couple of adjustments, I wouldn't expect this offense to target any other place on this field.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He sets a kickoff. On the return, it's Williams. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Now, Gino. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Now, on 2nd and long. Throwing is Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just...
And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Here we go. This is 4th down. Gino gonna throw for it. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Brock Purdy and the NFC champs back out to begin this next drive. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, Kittle. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Jake Moody.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.